The most Texas country and red dirt, plus the best of Nashville from 90s to now.
Finally got a handle on you. We might just get stuck. Let's get a little mud on the tire.
Uvalde Radio.
UvaldeRadio.net. Good morning. Hey, it's Robert Miguel. We are live at Uvalde Memorial Hospital. This is going to be interesting, and I'm joined by my good friend who I haven't talked to in quite some time, Susan Rios. Y'all make some noise.
Hey, good morning.
Now we're in a boardroom, Education Room 1.
Yes.
Upstairs at the hospital. First time here. It's beautiful. Thank you guys for having us.
Where all the magic happens.
This is cool. It's great to have Uvalde Radio on the road. So, again, live at your hospital. Exciting. You guys are actually longtime sponsors at UvaldeRadio.net. You keep the gerbil running, the hamster running in the wheel, man. Keep us on the air. So thank you so much.
It's reciprocal, Robert. It's reciprocal.
So we're here to talk about the 2023 Women's Health Expo, right?
Yes, we're excited. The return of Expo. This is a big time. We're excited. This was such a signature event for the hospital for a number of years, and then, like every other event in town, it had to take a hiatus for a couple of years until we got social again, but we are back and we're so excited.
So first time in 3 years it's
3
been
years.
Since? So basically, we had COVID.
We had COVID, and that's really, and we all know that last year was just full of all kinds of change and flux for the community, and we were building a new hospital and getting readjusted, and now it's time to come back and bring back all the fun.
So give me the history of the past years. How long had the Women's Health Expo been going prior to this year?
So it had been going about 6 years, so This is going to be number 7. So it had already started to be established. Lucky 7.
So now I know that you weren't here at the hospital, but do you have any background information as to how those expos went, years?
The great thing is this kind of, when the event started, it started out as kind of being this new and exciting thing for the ladies of the community. And fortunately, it had such a great footprint to start out with that we were able to sort of just replicate it and keep it going. You have roughly about 500 to 600 ladies come every year, and you've got a civic center packed full of vendors and fantastic doctors and keynote speakers coming from all over the U.S. to share their messages. So it's just going to be another exciting footprint for us to fill and add some new twists to it this year.
Again, like I said, I know you're new at the role here at the hospital, but do you have any information as to what inspired the event?
I don't. I think really from what I've heard, just the inspiration is that there needed to be an opportunity for ladies to sort of disconnect from kids and husbands. Sorry, kids and husbands. It's not that you're not loved.
It's good. We know it. I'm both a kid and an ex-husband, so.
But I can say this from personal experience, right? And I know the ladies in the room here can attest to this, is the women sort of make the health decisions for their families.
Yeah, it's true.
And a lot of times they put themselves last. They're putting their families first. So having an opportunity for ladies to kind of come out and put themselves first, to get the information on how to take care of them, but also get good information on how to take care of their families, all while having fun and shopping. That sort of, I always took that as the catalyst for the event.
Very good. Well, and you know what? We especially these times right now, Uvalde's gone through a lot. So if you're a mother, sister, daughter, whatever it is, I mean, I think blanket statement. Everybody in Uvalde could use a little bit of a kick, a little push in the right direction. So this is obviously a timely thing, good for the community as a whole. And the mothers, the wives and mothers are a big part of the community. I mean, the health of whatever you guys are going through is a reflection on our future generations and our husbands, and what we're dealing with too. So fantastic stuff. So go ahead and give me a general overview of the entire event. Like, what day is it, time, where to go, all that good stuff.
Man, it's almost here, Robert.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I can't believe how fast time has flown in our planning. So it's going to be on Tuesday, coming up, man. We're just 6 days away. Crazy. October 17th. It's going to be at the Willie De Leon Civic Center from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So the evening's going to start out with, we'll open the doors at 5 and invite all the ladies from Uvalde and all the surrounding counties to come and join us for an evening of fun. We're going to have vendors. We have 40 vendors signed up, so there's going to be a lot of shopping.
All right, take two, UvaldeRadio.net. We're live at Uvalde Memorial Hospital. Apologies for that. We just dipped off the air then. I just had to dip out of there, man. You were just too good, Susan.
This is when you talk too much and you get cut off for a good reason. It's the hook and crook, as they say.
Gong.
Yes, I got gonged off the stage.
No, absolutely not. You know what? We're working with some new infrastructure here. You know, the Wi-Fi. We're internet radio, so that's the way it works. And look, now it's starting to cut out again. Hold on 1 second. It's I think we're still on, but it's in a little yellow zone. I don't know if you can see that from there, but okay, we're on the air. As far as I know, well, I'm going to keep track of that. So
okay, we'll keep track, and we'll just keep winging it.
If we have to change Wi-Fi signals, we'll do that. But again, details as far as the who's, wins, wows, whats.
All right, so we know we've got Tuesday, October 17th, Sergeant Willie De Leon Civic Center, 5 to 8. We're going to start off with shopping. Then we have our physicians panel, which I do want to plug really quick. So we have 5 fantastic doctors, all from varying specialties at the hospital and the community. So we have been asking the ladies of the community to submit their questions. I mean, this is the chance to kind of get free advice, and it's completely anonymous. So if you have a private question, you just message us on our Facebook page or email us here at the hospital, and we will submit your questions to the doctors. So we're very excited about that piece. And then we have our keynote speaker, Renee Seiler. She is absolutely amazing. I think the community is really going to love hearing what she has to say. And then we're going to wrap up with some more shopping. So, you're going to come, you're going to eat, drink, be merry, spend a little money, learn a little bit.
Now, 5 to 8 p.m., that seems like a whole lot to pack into 3 hours. But
women can do that, Robert.
Well, wait, what are you saying there? Are you saying guys can't do that kind of thing?
No, I'm just saying we are masters of multitaskers and fitting as much in a short window of time as humanly possible. And I know that these lovely ambassadors for our expo that are in the room with us, they are going to attest to that 110%.
Okay, so you brought up the ambassadors. Let's go ahead and introduce ourselves to the ambassadors here and talk about the program here. So everybody here is an ambassador for Uvalde Memorial Hospital?
For the expo itself.
For the expo itself, okay.
Yes,
gotcha.
This event is so important that we have ambassadors just for this event.
So as far as the ambassadors go and the expo goes, are these the ladies that really help put it together? Or are they just kind of spreading the word, advertising, doing
a little bit of both? So when we have these wonderful ladies every year for expo, we choose. We select and hope that they will honor us with their outstanding spirits and volunteerism. 10 ladies from actually our whole service area. So it's not necessarily just Uvalde. We find representatives from all the surrounding counties that UMH has a footprint in, and they're of all walks of life and volunteer windows, and they come in and they kind of help us. They share their ideas. They're kind of the faces for the event, helping us spread the word, encouraging us. And they are going to be there that night to meet and greet and hopefully help encourage everybody to have a good time.
So what is the how do you choose these ambassadors? What's the criteria?
I draw them out of a hat, Robert. No, I'm just kidding.
They have to apply, do a song and a dance,
No. So really what's truly amazing about the ambassador program is there's a group of us mostly in the public relations marketing team, and because we are all from different parts of the community and different ages and walks of life, and so we kind of look around at all the surrounding areas, and we look at ladies that we see that serve the community in really amazing positive ways.
Oh, okay.
So it may be their outreach with other volunteer organizations. It may be that they are ambassadors for other entities or are constantly spreading a message of good health. So we kind of look at this balance. So it's not necessarily a popularity contest in any way. It's all these ladies.
She's lying. It's a popularity contest. You guys are all super famous in a small town.
They really are, but we know that they have an amazing reach and an amazing outlook on life, and that's part of why we sit down and say, we feel that this individual will represent the hospital well because they represent themselves well. They represent their places of business well. They represent their other organizations really well, and we want that.
Well, we're going to meet the ladies here in just a moment. Right now, we're going to take a quick music break and come back at you live from Uvalde Memorial Hospital. We're talking to the ladies of the Women's Health Expo 2023, which is next Tuesday, October 17th, at the Sergeant Willie De Leon Civic Center, 5 to 8 p.m., right?
That's correct.
Details at umhtx.org.
That is correct. And on our Facebook.
And on Facebook as well, to find Uvalde Memorial Hospital. So we'll be right back at Uvalde Memorial Hospital with UvaldeRadio.net. All right, UvaldeRadio.net. It's Robert Miguel. We're live at Uvalde Memorial Hospital. Good morning. Do not forget to listen all day long. Today, between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m., when you hear a double shot of Clay Walker, be my third caller at 830-407-5137. You're going to get a pair of tickets to the big show, Clay Walker in concert, this Saturday at House Pasture in Concan. Those tickets are on sale now at housepasture.com. So it's going to be a great show. Check out the Eclipse. That's the big Stellar Fest pre-party. Haley's going to know about that, right? So. Yes. But again, when you hear a double shot of Clay Walker, when you hear that second song, be the third caller, 830-407-5137. Right now, it's all about the ladies of Uvalde. We are talking about the Women's Health Expo, which is next Tuesday, October 17th, at the Sergeant Willie De Leon Civic Center from 5 to 8 p.m. I'm here with the Women's Health Expo ambassadors, and let's go and talk to these three ladies right here. Tell me your name and I guess what you do in Uvalde or how long you've been in Uvalde, or just a quick background real quick. Let's start with Ellen. Come on.
I'm Ellen Balke. I'm a volunteer in the community. I work with the Good Eggs.
Yes, you do.
And Hospice Foundation. Those are some of my passions. And we've been here about 30 years, and I love Uvalde.
Awesome. Uvalde loves you, too. Very good. And go ahead.
And my name's Susan Stewart. I've been in Uvalde for about 10 years. I'm a transplant from Boston, and I work over at First State Bank.
I can hear the Boston, but I'm also hearing that it's going away a little bit, right? It's starting to fade a little bit. 10 years, yes. The Texan starts coming out.
Yeah, I got my y'all and fixin'.
What does your Boston family say? Do they hear you saying y'all and weird words?
They pick up on a little bit.
Yeah.
They do. And when I go home, I hear
they give you a hard time, right?
Yeah, for sure.
How much do y'all love Cheers, or wasn't that Boston?
That's a big thing. Yep, the Bullfinch Pub. That's a real place.
I know. I want to go. It's one of my bucket list places. That's crazy. Well, welcome. Thank you for being here. Awesome.
Thank you.
And then, ma'am, you are?
My name is Norma Jean Sandoval. I am a PE teacher here in Uvalde at the Uvalde Dual Language Academy. I've been teaching physical education for over 20 years.
Wow.
And so I'm really excited to be part of this group. For many years since they started the Women's Expo, I have attended, and every year they have done an amazing job of finding women that represents our community. And every year I say, wow, I'm amazed of these women, and all of a sudden I get the phone call, and I am humbled by the phone call. So yes, I have been in Uvalde for a long, long time, and being that I teach physical education, I feel the importance of not only teaching kids good health, but physical activity. And as I'm getting older, I really passionate about the older senior fitness portions and things to do as you are trying to age gracefully, and doing the things that you got to do in order to have longevity in your life and trying to live as long as you can.
Fantastic. Wow. Well, you obviously are going to bring some valuable input into this whole ordeal. And like Susan said earlier, this is just the three of you right here are just a great snapshot, sampling of the women of Uvalde. So this is good stuff. So Norma Jean, you've been to every one of them, you said, in the past, or at least since?
Actually, I've been to all of them. I only missed one.
Wow. That's a great record.
Yes.
So let's start with you. Give me some of your, as person who's just kind of been there as a guest, in previous years, what are some of the things you really love about the event annually?
Well, I like the idea of women coming together and spending time together and visiting with one another and supporting each other. And it's such a positive environment that I feel every woman should be a part of. And so just going in there and seeing a center full of vendors and just having an opportunity to see women just like you, they're all trying to do better.
Now, is there a guest that really made an impact on you in the past, or maybe a product that you came across, or just did somebody drop some knowledge on you, one of these things that you've taken in that's affected you for the rest of your life, since then?
Actually,
that you can recall?
One of my favorites is the doctor's panel, because I look forward to the questions women have. You don't know who they are and who asking the question or anything,
right.
but they ask questions and they give their best answer. And so, a lot of times we have to go see a doctor to find out these questions, and sometimes we're too embarrassed to even ask these questions. But being there, it's an open forum, and women get to hear what other women are talking about, and they ask those questions like, I wish I would have asked that question.
Right, yeah.
And so that's the best part for me, is seeing those doctors answer the questions, and it's really exciting.
I'm sure many of you share the same questions, and you're just too afraid to ask, or maybe, like I said, just didn't think of it, but it is relevant, and that's good stuff. So, what are the details on that question? Is it just going to be the doctor's going to get up there, and Susan, who reads the questions to them? Do they get them on a card, or how does that format?
Yeah, so we'll actually have it up on a large screen, so the audience can not only hear the question but see the question, and then it will be geared towards the physician that is more anchored to that specialty that the question pertains to.
That's fantastic. That's awesome. Again, we're here with the ladies of the Women's Health Expo. The event is next Tuesday, October 17th, at the Sergeant Willie De Leon Civic Center. It's 5 to 8 p.m. Again, details at umhtx.org. Now, Ellen, give me some of the details on what are some of the things that you really like, are you looking forward to for this year's event?
I enjoy the shopping.
Okay, very good. That's a good answer. I mean, it's a women's expo, right? I mean, you women are renowned for shopping, for your ability to do that.
No, and there will be a cooking demonstration this year, and looking forward to that. Mangoes salsa.
Yeah, woo-hoo. That sounds good. Very good. And how about you? What are you looking?
I'm just excited to, when we go there, you actually catch up with some friends you haven't seen in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Shopping, it's such an uplifting event. And just the speakers that they bring in from all walks of life just inspire us. About the physicality with the doctors, and then the mental health as well, and how it all ties together. Now,
as a transplant, as someone who's been here from, give me I guess your take on Uvalde as a community, and what you think maybe how we differ from places that you've been.
Oh, sure. Well, like I say, I'm from Boston, more metropolitan, and this is definitely more rural. And I think in a community like this, you really rely on your friends. Up north, people don't always know their neighbors, and down here, we rely on each other, and we get to know each other on a more intimate level. And it's more of a sense of family and community. And now when I'm on a plane and I'm coming back to Uvalde, I feel like I'm coming home.
Nice.
So I really enjoy it. Small communities are really wonderful.
Now, as far as this event goes, how do you feel like this benefits a small town, a community, like you said, more rural, as opposed to maybe a more metropolitan area? Do you think there's a difference?
I think the access to the doctors' panels and hearing speakers that come from different areas, celebrities, it gives Uvalde women an opportunity to know how big the world is, and how there's access out there to our questions, and I don't know, it just really gives them some empowerment.
Fantastic. Well, again, we're here with the ladies of the Women's Health Expo. The event is next Tuesday. Get all the details at umhtx.org. I'm Robert Miguel, and we're live at Uvalde Memorial Hospital. So y'all make some noise for yourselves. Getting up early in the morning, being here for a live radio broadcast. Not everybody can do it, so it's kind of hard to wake up and put your bright face on and be energetic about something. But I know you guys are all excited about this event. We're going to go into some more music, come back, and we'll talk to a few more ladies here, if that's all right. So we're doing like girl power country this morning. I know you guys can't hear it. We're going to do some Terry Clark. This is UvaldeRadio.net.
The most Texas country and red dirt, plus the best of Nashville from 90s to now.
She said, here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. You know damn near everything I love.
Uvalde Radio.
UvaldeRadio.net. Hey, we're live at Uvalde Memorial Hospital here with the ladies of the Women's Health Expo 2023. The event is coming up on Tuesday, October 17th at the Sergeant Willie De Leon Civic Center from 5 to 8 p.m. All the women in the surrounding areas, Uvalde and the whole area, they're all invited to come out to this huge event. It's going to be a great time. Shopping, jewelry, fitness, nutrition, beauty, fashion. HEB is a gift sponsor, also sponsored by First State Bank of Uvalde. Let's get some of those guys in, and then we'll plug all the other sponsors as well a little bit later. But I'm joined here by Susan Rios from the hospital and the ambassadors here for the Women's Health Expo. We got another round here. So, ladies, introduce yourselves and give us a little background of you as a Uvalde and what you do around here.
I'll go first. I'm Beth Murby. I work here at the Eye Center. I've been there for 17 years. Originally from Minnesota, so another transplant.
Minnesota?
Yeah, Minnesota. I actually live between Uvalde and La Pryor, and so Zavala County. So I just want to encourage anybody who's listening, like, you can be from another county and come. Like, it's totally cool. You should. You know, it's not
absolutely.
just for Uvalde ladies. So, but I consider myself a Uvalde lady because attend church here, my kids go to school here, and work here. So.
Okay, so as a person that works at the Eye Center,
Yes.
quick tips on the eclipse. Give us a rundown. What to do, what not to do.
Just make sure you have legit, like, glasses to wear. Like, you can't just put on sunglasses. It has to be special. And I think we have some for sale at the
But
Eye
they're so
Center.
dorky looking. I want to wear my cool shades.
Yeah, don't do that.
Can't wear my Ray-Bans.
Do not do that. No.
All right. Well, so now there's lots of those paper glasses out there. How do you know if they're legit? Are they same on the print says legit?
I mean, they don't say legit, but I don't know. I would just make sure that where you're buying them from.
Do some research.
Yeah,
Very
just
good.
do some research.
Okay, you're gonna have a busy day next weekend, right? Probably just everybody's gonna be coming in with.
I think so.
With fried retinas or what?
I hope not. I hope not.
I hope that too. I'm sorry. I mean to make light of that. Okay, let's go with Haley. Go ahead.
Yes. I'm Haley Hart. I am the marketing manager for the Texas Hill Country River region in Visit Uvalde County. I've grown up in the area my whole life. Moved to Uvalde officially about 3 years ago. So call it home now. And yeah, I'm happy to be from here.
and from UvaldeRadio.net, we'd like to thank you guys as well. Just like Uvalde Memorial Hospital, you guys have been longtime sponsors and supporters of UvaldeRadio.net, and we do. Matter of fact, we were just out at the Big Texas Comic Con on Sunday, giving away swag in San Antonio, giving away some Visit Uvalde County, swag that you guys provided to us. So, shout out to Danny. He's your new guy at the office, right? Great guy, really cool guy.
We couldn't do it without him.
So, you guys have a lot going on at the. County Tourist Office because of the eclipse. Give us a quick rundown on what your last couple weeks have been like.
We have 3 different events going on. We have one at the Fairplex, we have House Pasture, and then out at Garner we have our Solar Eclipse Village. That's where our main hub of the science aspect is going to be. We have speakers coming from all over, 3 NASA representatives. Like it's going to be really amazing. Then we have Clay Walker, which obviously we're all super excited about. Yep. On Saturday, and then at the Fairplex here in Uvalde, we have a car show. We have some Tejano bands coming out, so it's just the whole weekend's going to be so much fun.
And yet you have time to make this happen here for the Women's Health Expo. So congrats.
With the eye safety, if you go to our website, Uvalde County Solar Eclipse, we have a link that tells you all the safety that you need for the solar eclipse glasses.
Oh, nice,
how to know
very
if
good.
They're official. So
awesome. And again, when you hear that double shot of Clay Walker. Listen to UvaldeRadio.net. Call 830-407-5137 to win that pair of tickets to Clay Walker. And get those tickets at housepasture.com. Okay, who's next? Let's go and introduce. Come on, squeeze in here. I know we got one mic and several chairs. So
hi, my name is Raquel Esquivel. So I'm from the area. Lived in the area all my life. I actually live in Sabinal. I'm a member of the Board of Trustees there. I taught there for 20 years, but now I'm the assistant principal in Canepa. So
all right.
Proud to be a part of this. I love Uvalde. I was a member of the Chamber of Commerce leadership team, which I know you're very involved in.
Yeah.
Just proud to be part of this.
Fantastic. All right. And then we got one more other person. Come on over here. I know we got Scoop. How you doing, ma'am?
Yes, hello. My name is Debbie McDonald. I'm a CPA with Coleman Horton and Company here in Uvalde. Also, the current Rotary Club president. The community, I hope, is aware we're working on a splash pad plans, and so in the near future, so keep tuned there. I was born and raised here. I was born at Uvalde Memorial Hospital. It's on my birth certificate. So I am not a transplant, and colored by lots of events over the years and my life. I have 4 children, 9 grandchildren. And I guess as a wife and a mother and a grandmother, and I know I'm preaching to the choir here, we all know mothers, women tend to put themselves last. We're caregivers by nature. Mm-hmm. We always look out for everybody else, and we're the last to get care, sleep, vitamins, doctor's appointments, on and on and on. So this is a great opportunity to remind everybody, all women, that we are important. And if the cog in that wheel breaks, if we break, the family's in trouble. I've always told my family because we do so much, and our families know that. So this is an opportunity. It's a fun opportunity. I've been to 2, and I enjoyed them both. I enjoy the excitement, the camaraderie, and the crowd. So come early because you will have to park If you come late, you will be walking or riding with our CEO, I guess, the hospital, who's got a golf cart.
Golf cart, right?
So you will be amazed at the crowd.
Okay.
It is well attended, and if you miss it, you will regret it. I've regretted the ones I did miss.
That's some good information to have.
Yes.
You get there early, right?
Get there early.
Plus, you can network and talk to some friends, catch up and stuff, right?
Get there early. It will be fun, and when a group of women get together, it's always fun and invigorating and exciting and very educational. I went every time for the education.
Fantastic.
I wanted to learn and understand more, and and everybody there did. So the doctors panel was good. There's two family physicians, Dr. Hotmeyer and Dr. Morello. So a great opportunity to submit your questions about family medicine, which we all deal with. So anyway, hope everybody gets to come. Thank you.
It is going to be a great time. And again, the event is next Tuesday, October 17th at the Willie De Leon Civic Center, 5 to 8 p.m. And you mentioned self-care, and I think that, and this is an observation from a man, and I could be totally off base, and I apologize if this comes, off chauvinistic or whatever you want to call it. But I feel like when talking about like self-care, there's people, I think younger generation especially, where self-care is a big deal. It's almost overemphasized. Like you're always seeing people on social media, spoiling themselves and, this and that, pampering themselves, that kind of thing. But I feel like women especially, it's the women that need it the most, the grandmothers, the mothers, the working women, that don't probably do it because they're not, it's not a lifestyle. They're not Instagram, influencers or whatnot. How, if you ladies would like, am I right? Do you guys need to work harder at trying to make sure and like take care of yourself, make time, pamper yourselves, and like I said, especially I think those who work hard, I think they're the ones that aren't doing it. Whereas you see it on social media, I think, where people are spoiling themselves. But I don't think it's those people that really need it so much. I don't think they're working that hard personally, Well, y'all give me your 2 cents on that thought.
I'll speak to that. If you're a working mom, you don't really have time.
You still have time, right?
There's
Yeah,
no
you can
time.
make it.
There's just not enough time in the day.
Yeah.
By the time you take care of everybody else, look at school assignments, check a child with fever, and figure out, do I call the doctor? There's just not enough time to do that. So pampering in my life has come not from my decision, but from my family. Mother's Day, something like that, that gave me something nice. But I think it's rarely a decision of a busy mom.
But a birthday and Mother's Day is not enough. I mean, you've got to actually be, you've got to take that time and make it happen. Do you think will this Women's Expo give us, information on how to make that and how to make time for that?
I think it does, and I think just as kind of being, I'm somebody new to the Women's Health Expo, but I'm super excited. I think it's so important to take care of ourselves. I lost my mother at age 16 to cancer, and that's a big part was because she put everybody first constantly. She was a stay-at-home mother, and it's always, I'm going to make that appointment, I'm going to go get checked. And so I'm really taking this in and thinking to myself, self-reflection, I've got to take care of myself because I want to be there for my loved ones. And I think that's why it's so important to get the word out. When I got the call, I said, I'm not necessarily the picture of health. I'm a chubby girl, a bit of a chubby girl. But the exciting thing is,
you and me both, sister.
This is for all shapes and sizes, all walks of life. Everybody is welcome to just come in and learn, and so we all take care of ourselves and love ourselves. So it's super exciting for me.
Well, and again, let's get back to that. I mean, it doesn't matter what you look like. You're all women here that represent Uvalde County, and you guys are, again, a snapshot of what this community is all about. I think earlier off the air we were talking a little bit about October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and if I'm not mistaken, somebody said that might have been one of the I guess inspirations or impetus for this event. As far as that issue goes, will that be addressed here? And what are y'all's feelings? And does anybody want to speak on that, the whole breast cancer awareness thing with the Pink Out thing?
Right now, all the area schools are doing Pink Out pep rallies and all the breast cancer awareness activities, so it's a perfect time for it.
So aside from wearing a pink ribbon or wearing a pink shirt, which a lot of us do, I mean, I'm a man, and and I'll be perfectly honest, fully transparent. I mean, I wore my pink shirts and done pink out, this and that, but I've never given to a breast cancer awareness charity or volunteered for anything like that. Do any of you guys have any input as to what a better way would be to, and you can come around here if there's anybody that has any input as to how to really make an impact besides just kind of, virtue signaling with that pink shirt.
I think that one of the big things is having...
And this is Norma Jean, right?
I'm Norma Jean Sandoval. I'm the PE teacher. Having a buddy to keep you accountable to what you're going to do. As I'm talking to these ladies, we do put ourselves last. A lot of women, I'll be totally honest, and I'm only going to speak for myself because I was young and had children. When it was time to take vitamins... I remember being the best at taking my vitamins when my babies were in my tummy. The prenatal vitamins I never missed because I knew it was going to affect the child. Yeah. But once we gave birth, we gave all our emphasis to our children, and then we neglected ourselves. And so that I would say that for me, that was the best time. Then as I've grown older and I've been busy raising kids and being very active with my children, I've kind of neglected myself a little bit. However, I always kind of worked out and kind of stayed busy doing that. So
you're better. You're a PE teacher.
Yes, and I knew it was important. I always did. Recently, we have been building playgrounds all over Uvalde.
That's right.
I partner with Kaboom, and we are now building like our fourth playground and more to come. And that has been something that I'm very passionate about because I feel that it's important for kids to play. And I've never seen a sad kid in a playground. They're always happy, and it's good for their social, emotional health.
I mean, they might be crying, but that's because they just hurt themselves, fell off a slide or flew off something, yeah.
Other than that, they don't know whether they're going to get a meal at the end of the day or whether mom and dad are even going to be home when they get home.
Right.
I said, but I do know one thing is that when they're in the playground, they're happy. And so that has been my passion for as many years I've been a PE teacher. And this year when I got word of getting my playground, I was super, super duper excited. And guess what? During that time, I was so busy trying to make playgrounds happen that I was not taking my vitamins. I was exercising. I don't have time to go see a doctor. I don't have time to go get my physical, things like that. And all of a sudden, I was visiting with one of my Kaboom friends and kind of touched my head. And she said, "Is everything okay?" She said, "Nah, I've got this little bump in my head. I'll take care of it as soon as I get done." And she said, "What do you mean?" And she said, "Well, I haven't had a physical this year or whatever." And she says, "You know what? We need to hold ourselves accountable, and we're going to keep you accountable too." She says, "As a matter of fact, if you don't show me a picture of you at your doctor's appointment, we're not going to build your playground."
Whoa. Yeah.
And
there you go.
And she says, "There's no reason for us to build your playground if you're not going to be here to enjoy it."
Oh, there you go.
And, that was very impactful. And so I thought, you know what? I got to do it. Not only because I want my playground, and so sure enough, I made my appointment. I went and got my physical, got it all done. But it was, I don't know whether she still would have probably built my playground.
Right.
But still, the fact that somebody kept me accountable was a big piece. So it's always important to have a friend and ask your friend, have you gotten your checkup? Have you gone for your breast exam? And then hold them accountable.
Right.
Because, I know what it is to be healthy. I know what it takes for me to do the things I needed to do. But at that moment in time, I was already saying I'm too busy. Well,
nice.
Guess what? I had a friend tell me that I needed to do it and speak some truth.
I'm glad that you mentioned about the playground, raising money for playgrounds, because part of this, speaking from the school perspective, we raise money for like Susan G. Komen Foundation and national campaigns, but it's so important to pay attention to our local initiatives too and support them and donate to our local initiatives as well. So
very good.
Very important.
All right, we got a few minutes left here. So, again, keeping people accountable and, tough love helps. So, very good. Again, we're here with the ladies of the Women's Health Expo. The event is next Tuesday, October 17th, at the Sergeant Willie De Leon Civic Center. Susan, you've got some plugs to make for the sponsors, everybody that put together.
So before we wrap up this morning, I want to say thank you to all these ladies in the room. And we do have some ambassadors that couldn't join us this morning, so we hope everybody's going to come out and meet the ambassadors and enjoy the evening. But we do want to give a huge huge thanks to First State Bank of Uvalde. They have always been such a key supporter of this event, and we are grateful because without them, this event isn't possible. Also, HEB has been a very loyal supporter of making sure all the ladies get a gift at this event. So if you needed an extra reason to come out next Tuesday, there'll
Free
be
gifts?
Free gifts.
I'm going to put on a wig. I already got long hair, so I'm just going to walk in and be like, hello, here's my free gift.
So y'all be on the lookout for Robert. If there's a lady with a full beard, then
if I shave,
know.
I'm a 9. I'm just saying, I'm a 9 lady, not a dude. Hey, real quick now before we wrap, because we haven't really talked about your keynote speaker,
yes,
Renee Seiler. Go and give us, because apparently a big deal, right?
Yeah, Renee is amazing. So for those of you who have not heard of Renee, you probably once you see her and look her up, you'll be like, oh, I remember her. So she was a co-host on the CBS early show. So she was one of the first African-American news anchors to be on national network television. She has amazing health stories. She's also a content creator, an author. She has hosted several other television programs in her career, but she has an amazing health story. We were talking a little bit about it being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and so, one of our physicians is our radiologist, Dr. Reading, and he'll have some good insight on why it's important that you get your mammograms and take care of yourself. But Renee can attest to this. I don't want to share all her story because I want everybody to come out and kind of hear her unique story, but she had a preventative double mastectomy because both her mother and father had breast cancer, and she had a breast ailment, so she had to take that huge leap. And you can imagine if you're on major network television every day interviewing presidents and movie stars, and then you're going through this major transition in your life. So she's an incredible story. She's also has found natural ways to help control and reverse her diabetes. We know that diabetes is a huge impact for our community, so she's got an amazing story to tell about that. So I hope people come out and kind of listen to Renee Seiler. She has a book, Good Enough Mother, so she's kind of done the struggles of what it's like to be a working mom and do health and try and figure out how do you parent in a modern age.
No, quick room poll. Any of you ladies like Renee Seiler, like groupies, like big fans? Anybody totally excited to see her? So you all know who she is in the media and seen her around? Very good. Anybody have a question for her that you're looking forward to see? Is she going to take questions? Or
she will. After the event, after she speaks, she will be available to take questions. I think she's got an amazing story because just, meeting all these people around the world, sharing her health story. And some of us, I can remember her being... I lived in Dallas for a number of years. She was a big news anchor in Dallas before she went national, and she's been on Oprah and a number of shows. So
anybody who's been in the same room with Oprah is just cool, right? So
yeah, you get a little bit of it wears on you. So
awesome.
We just hope that people will come out and hear Renee and submit your questions again for the physician panel. Try and get those in today to us. We want to make sure the doctors know that, and we are excited to have Dr. Reading and Dr. Hotmeyer, Dr. Stipko, Dr. Murillo, and Dr. Caldera, who's our new orthopedic doctor. So lots of stuff, lots of food, lots of fun. Shopping.
Bring the money, right? Bring a little bit of that spending cash.
And I do want to, we've talked a little bit about the cooking demo, so we are excited also to bring a local chef in. So Kelly Earnhardt, many of y'all know she was competing all this summer in some chef competitions, and she's kind of the director for the cafeteria health for the Sabinal ISD. So she will be there doing that demonstration for us.
Fantastic. All right, again, so the Women's Health Expo is next Tuesday, October 17th at the Sergeant Willie De Leon Civic Center. Doors open at 5. That's when shopping begins. 6 p.m., physician Q&A panel. 6:30, the keynote speaker, which is Renee Seiler. And then 7:30, shopping continues. No men, no children, right?
Yeah, it's ladies' night.
Yeah,
oh, what a night.
I'm going to sing the song. I'm going to be watch out because I'll get my groove on. But ladies, any other final thoughts? Anybody else got anything that you just would like to get out there? Maybe who didn't get enough mic time. I'm trying to spread it around, but I don't know. It's tough.
Hope to see everyone there.
Yeah. It sounds like it's going to be a fantastic event. I'm sorry I'm a dude and I can't make it. So you guys have been very helpful and informative. Susan, any other information we got to get out?
Don't be afraid of the parking. Okay, so we are the men's role from the hospital is we have 6 fantastic directors that are going to be chauffeuring ladies from their parking spaces to the front door via golf cart. So we do want to thank the Uvalde Memorial Golf Course because they were kind enough to donate the golf carts for us to use this year.
You see those lazy golfing men, they're good for something. Good for something. All right, so I guess website, social media, give us the final plugs, I guess.
Yes, so be sure to be there. We hope to see everybody next Tuesday night. If you need more information, please visit us at umhtx.org. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and never hesitate to pick up the phone and call the Public Relations Department.
Very good. Again, Susan Rios, y'all make some noise for her. Does a fantastic job here at Uvalde Memorial Hospital. Again, we have been live at the Uvalde Memorial Hospital upstairs in the second floor in the, education room number 1. So this has been our studio this morning here for UvaldeRadio.net. I'm Robert McGill. I'm out of here. I'm going to go back to the home studio. Thank you, ladies, so much for sharing your information and your story. And we invite everybody, all the ladies in the surrounding area, so please come out to the event again Tuesday at the Willie De Leon Civic Center, umhtx.org for all the information. Let's get back into some of that girl power country. Mindy McCready, this is UvaldeRadio.net. We'll see you guys. And remember, listen for a double shot of Clay Walker to win those Clay Walker tickets. This is UvaldeRadio.net.